Guess where I am taking you guys today. We are going to the grocery store. Alright, so I'm probably not going to record in the grocery store because I'm not trying to be that guy. Hopefully I'll get to that point, but social anxiety is not going to let me do that quite yet. But trying to work on that because I think it'd be cool to be able to do like a video in the grocery store. But I'm going to head to the grocery store and then I'm going to show you guys what I get. I don't need to get everything, so this isn't going to be like a full grocery haul per se. I'm just stocking up on some things, but I'm still going to be getting proteins, some veggies, I think some carbs, some stuff for breakfast. So yeah, I'll be getting, quite a bit of stuff. And then whatever I don't get, I'm going to fill you guys in on by showing you what I have still at the house, or like explaining what my meals generally are for this point in where I'm at with working out. So I'm on a cut right now. I just hit a new low this morning. So stocking up on food, I just want to keep on doing the same things as it's been working. So yeah, we're gonna head to the store and then I'll show you what I get. Okay, bag secured. If you don't put your cart back, you're weird for that. Also, another thing, park in the back of the parking lot, because then you're gonna get more steps in, because you gotta walk all the way to your, the grocery store, then all the way back. You're gonna get more steps in that way. Same thing with putting your cart back. You're just getting in more steps. It's just good for you. So I don't know why we're not doing that. But I got everything that I needed. Nothing was out of stock, which is pretty cool. Rice cakes are like impossible to find. So that's, a little spoiler for what's on the grocery haul that usually isn't. I have never gotten them from the store before. I'm not a big rice cake guy. Up until now, apparently, I'm changing my mind. They've never been bad. I just haven't eaten them as part of my diet. But I thought they'd be by the breads and the tortillas. No, struck out. I thought they'd be by cereals. No, struck out. They're by chips, which kind of makes sense now because I don't know, you could put them there and people sometimes use them as that, but I don't know, they make more sense to be in the other aisles. Tell me if I'm wrong and they're fine where they are, but very bottom shelf all the way in the back. So I picked up a couple to try. We're gonna try those out. That's gonna be my new pre-workout instead of the granola. And I'm gonna save the Oikos for after and then take granola out as the rice cakes are gonna be my carbs. But yeah, now to go home and then I'll show you guys everything that I got. All right. I don't know why I clapped. Everybody on YouTube does that. Total came out to $68.02 after tax and everything, which isn't that much. Again, this was a restock of, a couple things. I didn't have all this stuff that I would usually need for the week, but we're going to go through everything. Protein source number one is salmon. I try and get 2 meals with salmon per week, as that's what your daily recommended intake is for omega-6s and 3s, is 2 servings per week at a minimum. And then ground beef, 93.7. I'm switching this for the chicken. I usually go kind of back and forth, every other week or every, so often. This one was on sale, so boom, dropped down the price on that, which is pretty sick. Again, I usually do these as my pre-workout. I'm going to do these post-workout with my coffee. So the Oikos, I have the Pro instead of the 000 because it's more protein, but either or doesn't really matter. And then for the coffee, I got some coffee and almond milk for that. Also, the almond milk is used for protein shakes, so in the afternoon I will occasionally have those. 1 scoop, 2 scoops with almond milk, pretty easy protein at the end of the day. And then for my fruits, I got apples and strawberries. Strawberries goes with the yogurt. Apples I just have whenever I'm hungry for one, essentially. Maybe one every other day or every day. And then the Southwest hot mustard, this is my favorite sauce right now. It's so good. It's 10 calories for 5 grams. So if you overdo it, it can kind of add up. But if we're talking regular sauces, it's 20 to 30 grams for 100 plus calories. So I'm completely fine with this. And it tastes great with everything. I've had it with salmon, chicken, ground beef, ground turkey, potatoes, everything. It tastes good. I love it. So this is my new addiction right now. And then honey, I don't know what one you're really supposed to get. I don't know what everybody gets, so I just got the cheapest one. and that's gonna go with the rice cakes. This is gonna be my new pre-workout. I know everybody does rice cakes and honey, so I was like, all right, I gotta try it because I've never done it before. In all of my time lifting, I just haven't. Never been interesting to me, but now I'm like, all right, I'll cave and try it. So I got the lightly salted, least amount of calories, 35 per, and then the chocolate, 60 calories per. I want to try both and see what I like, so then we'll know. And then last thing here, I had to get zero sugar wild cherry Pepsi. I am devoted to zero sugar root beer. I will probably marry it, given that the United States laws allow that, but currently they don't. We're trying to work through that. But they didn't have it. That was the only thing they didn't have. So I will have to go with this as a substitute because zero sugar root beer would have been the option. But yeah, simple. I mean, the other things that I have here, some cheese. Already have that in stock. And then we've got Extreme Wellness tortillas. I already had those, so I didn't have to pick up those. And then this big ol' thing of potatoes. So just so you don't think that I'm having like zero carbs ever, I am having carbs. But yeah, super good. And then I got a little bit of rice in the other fridge too. But yeah, potatoes with ground beef, super good. Rice with the salmon, super good. And then the fruit with the yogurt, awesome. This is gonna go with the honey. I mean, everything's planned out, right? Like then I just do with what I bought and then I get results. Like it's as simple as that. Don't buy it if you don't need it. You eat what you buy and then boom, you get results. So yeah, pretty simple, but I just wanted to go through and explain everything that I eat roughly since, again, most people love this stuff. They like the what I eat in a day and whatever else, which one of those is coming soon. But yeah, hopefully this has been informative. Like, comment, subscribe. If you want to work with me, if you want a custom nutrition plan, you can go to my website or message me for one-on-one coaching. Otherwise, I will do macros, which is going to be cheaper. It's just macros, not with like a whole one-on-one coaching plan. And then I also do pre-made plans for workouts. So if you're looking for just workout stuff, I do that too. But yeah, let me know, message me, go to my website. Peace.